Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about COVID-19, which is also known as coronavirus disease 19. We're going to talk about the basic knowledge, the characteristics of this virus, diagnostic methods, and preventive measures that we can follow. So let's dive in and let's get to know this virus in detail as far as we know. So the basic knowledge for this virus is that it belongs to the genus Enterovirus. These type of viruses are single-stranded positive sense RNA, which is known as ribonucleic acid. The name enterovirus is given for its mode of transmission through the intestine, enteric meaning intestinal. These viruses cause severe diseases in humans and mammals. The infected person would have dry cough, fever, fatigue, shortness of breath. I'm sure you know these symptoms. After coughing or sneezing, this virus can survive for 3 hours in the air, 4 hours on a copper surface, and up to 24 hours on cardboard surfaces. This virus can also survive for 2 to 3 days on plastic and stainless steel. This virus is also spread through contact or when you cross someone who is infected with this virus in close proximity, or touching your eyes, nose or mouth after touching an infected person or surface. Now, everyone knows that SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19 are synonymous, but did you know they're actually different terms? SARS-CoV-2, also known as Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2, is the name of the virus, whereas COVID-19 is the disease that is caused by this virus. This virus belongs to the coronavirus family. This is how the normal coronavirus, not COVID-19 type, looks under an electron microscope. A study conducted recently in India shows that only one doctor is available for every 1,511 people or patients, one hospital for every 47,000 infected people, and only one nurse for 670 people. This is much higher than what the World Health Organization norms allow. They allow only one doctor for every 1,000 patients and one nurse to 300 patients. The link to that article is given below in the description box. Some people are still confused as to whether COVID-19 is an airborne disease or not. World Health Organization, or WHO, says that COVID-19 is not an airborne disease. Some studies do show that the SARS-CoV-2 virus particles can stay airborne up to 3 hours. The main transmission of COVID-19 is through droplet infection. Droplet infection is nothing but the virus particles present in the saliva when we cough or sneeze. If COVID-19 was actually an airborne disease, well, then we'll be having more cases worldwide and more deaths than usual. Now we're going to discuss the characteristics and the structure of this virus. This virus belongs to the genus Enterovirus. These viri, when viewed under a microscope, resemble a crown. In Latin, crown is said as corona, hence the name coronavirus. The spikes which make it look like a crown are known as spike proteins. These proteins help in binding to and facilitate the entry into the host cell. This virus is also known as a zoonotic virus, meaning it can infect humans from animals. As I had mentioned before, spike proteins help the virus to enter a human cell. Without the spike proteins, they cannot enter a human cell or any cell and cannot multiply. A microorganism is measured in nanometer. The virus has a diameter of 120 nanometer. The first mutation occurred when a spillover infection took place and the virus jumped from an animal to a human. Then the virus further mutated in the human body and had two different strains. The strains are S-type or old type and L-type or mutated type. S-type is less contagious and less virulent, while the L-type is more contagious and virulent. Virulence is the virus's tendency to infect an organism. The main difference between the S-type and L-type lies in the spike receptor, which is used for binding to the host. The virus uses an S-glycoprotein on its outer membrane to latch on to the receptors of our epithelial cells in the lungs and enter the cells. The moment a pathogen enters our body, the human body immediately releases a substance known as antibodies. These are Y-shaped molecules released by B cells, which are first responders of our immune system. The B cells produce different antibodies for different diseases. The antibodies bind to the pathogen and neutralize its infection. As I had said before that the virus uses spikes to latch onto those cells and infect the host, the antibodies attach to the spike proteins, hence disabling the virus and preventing its infection. As this disease is spread through droplets of saliva and mucus when coughing or sneezing, the virus is airborne for some time and settles on surfaces nearby.